Good morning. This is Sheila from She's a Sassy Lady, and I wanted to share a little tip with you. This is one of the cards that I'm going to be working on today, and it's another happy birthday card. You know, I just made that special events book. Now I need to get some birthday cards because I just looked in my stash, and guess what? There's none. So I am going to be making birthday cards like crazy. But I found, you know me, I love my window cards. And one of the things I've been having problems with, and I want to zoom into this so that you can see it, make it larger. One of the things that I've been having problems with when I work a window card is that so often if you lay something on the window itself, and if you can see right in here, I'm going to lift this up just to make it a little bit closer so you could see right in here, in the area where you're in the solid part of the card itself. When you go to make that card, too often times, unless you use that hide contour, you're going to have a hole in the base of your card, and it's going to go and show through to the and I'm going to set this back down here. I finally dug out my holder here. But it's going to go through to the base of the card itself and show through to the inside of the card. And you want only the window part to show through. Now what I did is I used a hide contour, and I used it on, and I'm going to hold this down so I can move this. I used it, as you can see right here on the birthday, the B, the inside of the B, because it was cutting that out. So I used the hide contour there. I used it on the P. What I did is I took and I got my little preview, did a preview, and anything that cut through, you know, that showed that it cut through and made a hole into the base of the card, not in the window section, but in the base of the card, I dug out the hide contour. Right now you've got a blank screen basically because it's working on the preview. There's a lot of items that I have welded together because this card is completely made. And we want you to see how it's so important, especially on these window cards. And I have some of my older window cards. Before we got the hide contour, there were holes through it. And there's nothing you could have done about it at that point. But now we can have more professional looking cards because Provocraft has improved our Gypsy so much that we have this wonderful, wonderful hide contour, and you need to be using it. So I wanted to bring that to your attention, and I didn't realize that the preview was going to take so long on this, but it's almost ready. So be sure to take your part that you want to hide the contour on and select it. After you select it, then you can go over here, right over here, to the hide contour. It'll show up where it'll be purple and it'll be available to you, and hide it. Here we go. Now you can see everything in the circle. See how beautiful that turned out? Everything, and I want to get in a little bit closer, lift the Gypsy out. The B over here did not cut through. It's hidden. So all you're going to see is the letters and a part of the crown and that's in that. And so I wanted you to see that so you could do that. Now what I do, remember in the last video that I showed, I selected each piece, made a copy of it, and put it off to the side. In here, we'll show you what this card looks like now. I've got now on this particular one I flipped it because I'm using a single ply paper, a little bit thinner than normal, so I flipped it. I made a copy, and then I used the little flip button right over here where I flipped it side to side, and it's going to cut both an outside and an inside. And all I have to do is trim the inner edge a little bit, ink the inside, and you'll see the pictures of that when we get to the part of making that. And I have all the little pieces off to the side so that I can easily cut each one. But what I did when I made my copy is I went back in, and where I had the hide contour on, I went back in and did the hide contour, and I showed all those items again so that my piece of artwork would look beautiful and would look just how Provocraft designed it. That's all for today. Oh, wait a minute. I want to show you another tip. Something, I make my window cards. When I design them, it takes me less than 5 minutes, and I want to show you a little trick why. If I go in here on open, And you see I've got all kinds of little things in there, but I've got an A2 window card right over here. I don't know, you should be able to see it. Click on my A2 window card and look over here. Let's bring it up. I'll say okay. And I have already saved. Let's see if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Already saved in there my A2 window card. So it's and it's from Gypsy Wandering. So all you have to do is pull that up, and I know that it's on our thing. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make available to you this A2, and it'll just say A2 card on my website. And that's just what I do, is I just design it, and then I do a save as, and then I put card and what the card is. And that way I don't have to go through all this sizing jazz and all that stuff all over again. It's automatically there. Everything fits perfectly. It's an 8.5 by a 4 1/4 wide. And your fold is there. All you have to do is fold it. Whenever you make a window card, though, remember that you must take the back and bring it to the front. Don't take the front and bring it to the back, because, you know, when you go to fold it, the front is not as strong as it would be if it was a solid card. Anyway, that's all my tips for today. You have a great day. And, oops, I'm sorry. I talk with my hands. I hit my camera. You have a great day, and be sure to keep coming back to She's a Sassy Lady. Bye now. Oops, it doesn't want to shut off.